designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it?
There are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. And 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, Mostert. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now it's Lockett. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Brings up pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he's got Lockett. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
24-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Here we go. 21. That's right. That's not good.
So that'll back him up 5.
Hey, Zay.
Now they need 15 yards in this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
Let's go, D.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make the second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because
yeah, but I hit up the Panthers, but
second down, you can run
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It's third down.
Oh, you gave me the first one. Let's go. Oh, I played the Bears.
That's the
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll go down at the 28.
The 49ers.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
You get the hour open too. But
Trent Taylor, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Ball out to the Bills, bro.
Makes the score Niners 7, Seahawks 3.
Rams were on 5 often.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Ball last. Do it.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
Might do a wide open.
At their own 25-yard line.
that was a play. That
Coming
was
to the
a
line
good
here to
play by
begin their
them.
next drive. The Seahawks
He made that like a
offense.
super
And
fast
fortunate
safety.
to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so
Is
good
anybody
and so
undefeated? Let me
skilled
see.
and hit from distances that we almost start to take them
Everybody
for granted.
lost?
And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. No gain on the play. And
I'm
now
in
they're faced with
13th
a
place,
3rd and
boy.
1.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Play action. It's Wilson.
Ooh,
Right to Lockett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
I had it too.
So
I
much
hated
for
it.
the
I
run
hated
on
it.
3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down.
You seen it
That brings
today?
up 2nd and 5.
No, I just did.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
I literally
2nd
came back
and
before you
5.
let me some
At the 38.
From the 38, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They run on first
How do you
down as they're
skip
able to
him?
get
Is it
this
R1 or L1?
forward for about 4. Carlos Hyde, for the near term at least, going to get 2 chances a year to take on these 49ers, the team that drafted him back in the 2nd round of 2014. And he spent 4 years in San Francisco, rushing for close to 3,000 yards with 24 total touchdowns. That's going to set him back 5 yards. On 2nd down, Wilson.
No, wait. They made there, guy.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us
you a
to the
linebacker,
2-minute
that's
warning.
why, bro.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
How you make that like yellow?
Oh my gosh, bro. They just treated me bad.
DK Metcalf.
What? That's a quarterback. All he had to do was jump.
And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
Oh, that was a linebacker,
And it's
but still, bro.
that makes the lead 10-7.
The score is Seahawks 10,
That was
49ers
cheap.
7.
I think it was like an inch away
The
from me.
kickoff team on the field
It
now as they will send this one away.
look like you keep doing this. That's all you do.
That should have been a pick, though.
Jarek McKinnon now to return.
Hey, you know Cole's got the PS5,
teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Oh, and Costco got it.
Yeah, I know Costco had him.
The 49er offense set to get this drive
And
underway.
Sam's still there.
Last time they were out
Whatever
here, they had
that
the
is.
benefit of good field
I
position,
got
led to
one
a
right on
touchdown.
59.
This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They
It's
are.
just like
But
Costco,
with that
but
last drive
more
that
like
culminated in
for me.
touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great
Yeah,
about
man, I
the
don't know.
And they'll blow that one up back at the
One of the
16-yard line.
That's why I do to like, I don't know.
Wright, the one who shot
You
in
just
there
have
to
a
get him
documentary
down.
up, bro.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll
Why
look
you
to
not
make that
running,
up
bro?
And then some on
You
2nd
know.
and 13.
His D-line not that good.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got
Hey,
hit
they
as he
should throw it. He
threw
was
it.
open.
To this point, I've been impressed with the
Should
work
do it.
defensively.
Should
They
have
have not
open.
allowed a lot of receivers to
Should
run
do it
free.
fast, boy. He
There's
was an
another
open
example,
block.
another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Look how he lined up.
I'm about to get him.
He's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A
That.
big play there as
Okay.
they get the conversion on 3rd and 13 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Come on, man.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A lot of times it's that first read that
you had to have that open.
He locked in on his
Oh my, you got so many yards.
Quite well, and that
That's
one's incomplete.
maybe that flat. Wow.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And they'll get this on the screen to
Look at
Mostert.
this ball.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else.
That's
And it's
wild,
3rd and 10.
man.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
I don't like the formation because they're making me fumble every time.
They had the catch on
I don't
2nd down,
know
but it
why,
didn't
but
help
the
at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Garoppolo looks to throw once more.
But he can catch
It's
it,
going
though.
to be
But he can catch
intercepted.
it, though.
Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand.
That's Jamal Adams.
But remember, it's all about the ball.
I mean, you look, he should throw a high pass.
You can't get those
But,
points. They just turned it over. Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
what is the Seahawks record? Is it good?
Incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
What? Dude, hold on.
Wilson's pass intercepted by the 49ers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so bad.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustment.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger.
But
no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Once again, it's Mostert. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that